Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. In today's video I will be showing you how to kill Pippitos efficiently, quickly, and easily and without any headache. So Pippitos can be a little bit difficult to kill because of how they are built. They have high evasion and all of their skills are based on evasion as well. And they also have an art that lets them escape and disappear. But there's definitely builds that we can use to counter that efficiently, effectively, quickly, and just with extreme prejudice. We can kill Pippitos, no problem. So Pippitos, they have a skill that it's called Dig, lets them escape. So if they use Dig, sometimes they'll use it prematurely. There's nothing you can do about that, aside from maybe using break topple days or blowback or I believe it's blowback, right? Is it blowback? Are the skills called blowback? Where's my monk? Where's my monk? Are you? You'll be this, and I'll change you over to monk. It is blow down. So if it does like blow down or anything like that, any of those skill interrupters that can interrupt you, like, you know, knock you down or blow you back, that will prevent them from using the, you know, like finishing that skill. So that can help if you have skills like that. Or you can bind them, you can break them, break topple launch, that always works. I think breaking them themselves will basically prevent them from using that skill, or if you see them using that skill, you can use your break skill, and if it procs, it'll interrupt any interrupting skill, any skills that interrupt, essentially. Now, after that took me forever just to say that, I'm going to go over some of the classes that work best when killing Pippitos, and just for killing trash mobs in general. I would always use a martial artist or a seraph. So in chapter 7, or chapter 6, I believe 5, 6, and 7 is when you unlock martial artist and then seraph in that order. If you don't have them yet, I would use Flash Fencer, and I would have Noah be a Flash Fencer because he has a special skill that is called, or a special talent art, which is called Infinity Blade, and you can use that to basically one-shot all of the mobs early game if you're like level 20 or something like that. But once you get higher level, Flash Fencer doesn't really become optimal anymore, and you want to move into the martial artist class. So the martial artist is probably one of the best classes. As soon as you unlock them, use them, because they're really good at dishing out constant high damage. But when you get the Seraphs is the same thing, but all their skills hurt. Every single one of their arts hurt. It's just like the Berserker, it's insane, it does so much damage. But for the Pippitos, what you want to do is focus on dishing out as much damage as you possibly can, but also your accuracy. So for me, I'm looking at a level, what, 67 Pippito. If you have an accuracy of maybe 320, 340, that's definitely achievable. You can kill a Pippito, no problem. But if you cheese the system by using accessories like chaotic memory. If you animation cancel, or if you build your build around animation cancel, this can basically insta kill Pippitos. So arts which are cancelled into cannot be blocked or evaded, which is great. So if you have a Gust Bracelet and a Chaotic Memory, they're great combos because you can go right into the fight using fusion arts. So you're dishing out 6 skills that are true skills, like true hits. It's not going to miss. The only time it will miss is whenever Pippito is using one of their arts called Pew Pew. So Pew Pew is a sidestep skill, so the Pippito is going to step from side to side, and during that time, any attack that you dish out at the Pippito will be evaded. The Pippito will also cast Decoy, Ether Anchor, so using blowback or knockdown or any interruption skills won't work, because that's what Ether Anchor is. It prevents any of those interruption skills. So during that time, it's just, you're gonna have to just wait it out, either that or just, you know, auto attack, just chill. don't really mess with him at that point, and he has a chance of using dig. You want to use interruption skills then, but if you don't have any, then just try to kill it as quickly as possible, okay? That's the best advice I can give you. There's sometimes when it will use dig and you can't do anything about it. You can interrupt him if you have the skills for it. For the monk, they have... Monks is one of the best classes to kill a Pipito with, if not Seraphs, because... No, I want you to be something else. I want to go demonstrate with Tyon, okay? So if you have Destructive Charge and Quick Draw, it has a fairly low cooldown, and it does blow down. So if you can constantly spam blow down, so every maybe 3 seconds or 5 seconds or even shorter than that, you just spam Destructive Charge, and for me it's always hit, and it causes blow down almost constantly. I feel like they have a weak resistance to blow down, so you can use binding skills. Like I said, blow down skills out always works. Just having them on a constant state of blow down will always work too. But for me, I just quickly kill them. I kill them like within the first few seconds. So for this, dang, he lost all his stuff, huh? Oh well. I'm gonna test this out on the Seraph. So we're gonna go over Mio. I'll show you exactly what I mean just real quick. Like, it's just gonna be super simple. You can kill him fairly quickly like that. I have a video that I posted on how to farm CP fast within 30 minutes. If you check that video out, my entire character selection is like level 66, and I'm still doing the same thing. I'm having a rank 1 Seraph. This Seraph is rank 2 too, so it's not that much of a difference. It's just the level difference is pretty dramatic. It's about almost 10 levels above what I was doing it previously, but at level 66 you can definitely kill Pippitos like with no trouble at all. No trouble. The only thing is the accuracy, right? You need at least a 320 accuracy or a 340 accuracy to constantly hit them. If you don't, like for example, martial artists have really high accuracy. So if you go to a martial artist and play them, they have a 275 dexterity, but if you give them a accessory of just 1 gauntlet, they can give 363 accessories. So they definitely meet the requirement for the accessory status. But some people like the Seraphs, they have a hard time getting that high of an accessory, like 300 at best. So see here, 281, their accessory, their dexterity is not too high. So martial artists, they have more dexterity than a Seraph, but they deal constant damage. They deal very constant damage. Seraph does a huge burst. So for a Seraph, you can do all 3 your fusion art combos, and the Pipito will be dead by then. And most of the time, that's relatively the strat. But I do want to show a universal strat, so what works the best. I'll go over some accessories. It's all mandatory on dexterity. If you have a high dexterity, put it on your highest attacker. Typically that would be Noah, who is a sword fighter. Sword fighters have high dexterity as well, so you can definitely do the build on a sword fighter. The only thing is sword fighters excel more towards mid or late game, so fighting a Pipito with a sword fighter may be difficult. I'd rather just make Noah a flash fencer and just do acceleration, null slash, and cross impact. As for the arts on the left, it really doesn't matter, just anything with a low cooldown or positionals, because you want to quickly go into Infinity Blade. Flash Fencer has a art or skill that lets you fill your talent art. At the beginning of each battle, the talent art gauge will be 80% filled. So all you need to do is do 1 positional and you should have Infinity Blade. But right now Infinity Blade isn't doing enough damage, so level 70 Flash Fencer on Noah isn't really as optimal. So I wouldn't really recommend it ever. Ever. I just don't like Flash Fencer. I mean, when I found no use for them, even on Noah, I was like the only class I thought was decent for, like, because of Noah's talent art, Infinity Blade, and you can use that at the very beginning of the battle. It was broken for the level 20s and 30s, but once you get to higher levels, it becomes less optimal. The martial artist starts taking this spotlight, and Seraph definitely took the spotlight because they have one of the highest attack, aside from maybe Ogre, right? Let's see, as for accessories, I'm using chaotic memory. Like I said, chaotic memory is probably the best. You can also use a accuracy gauntlet, but it's not really optimal on Seraph. You still miss. You can use that on a maybe martial artist. The reason why I like chaotic memory because it partners really well with Gust Bracelet. If you have that, then you can go straight into all your animation or all your arts, and you just animation cancel all of that. It kills them super quickly. Let's see. As for that, I have really nothing else to say about Pippitos. That's all you really have to do. Fighting them isn't too difficult, it's just that dexterity issue. When you do find them, most of them that you find are going to be running around. Don't try throwing a rock at them, just charge in after them. So what you're going to do is unsheath your weapon and dash. So put the toggle and dash after them. So you wait until they use their dig skill, then you can use your first art skill, because that will interrupt the initial dig they do when they're running away on the overworld. When you first find them, you can use any art and it will interrupt them. But whenever you're fighting and they use a dig skill, you will need a interruption skill for it to cancel out. So hopefully I answered all of that. Let me show you my build I have for the level 70. So if you ever in this area, if you are ever in the ATF full region, in the Fushin fields, which can be accessed from the Kamo Sky Post, you want to go hug along this area here, and then you'll go to this, cross this bridge, and it'll be the secret area over here. You can unlock it after chapter 7. As soon as you get to the Origins Interior, you can definitely find the spot. These level 70 Pippitos are super easy to kill. They drop gold Nopon coins, they drop silver Nopon coins, they drop accessories like expansion memory, which boosts your stance up by 55 to 60%. They drop I believe accessories that fill up your talent or your chain attack gauge each time you use an art. It's so good. For me, my Seraph build is I have Dance of Barrage, which is you get from a Troubadour at level 5, and Ultimate Qcog, Quicog, whatever this is, but this is the Thaumaturg, whatever that class is called. I believe that's rank 5 as well. Ignore 40% of enemies' physical defense. That's how you dish out a ton of damage. And this is basically like a Nopon strap in the form of a skill. This is you get from an Ogre, fighting prowess at rank 5 as well. As for the arts, these are all rank 10 or rank 10 arts you get from classes. Quick Draw is the Full Metal Jaguar, Demolition is Full Metal Jaguar as well. I believe it's 5 and 10. And Cross Impact is from the Flash Fencer, rank 10, I believe. And this is nice. So what I'll do is I'll use my fusion art from Dragon Snarl and Quick Draw, which will give you a frontal damage boost of 70%. Oh no, I don't want Dragon Snarl, I want Flame Lord. Here we go. So even that build wasn't as optimal. You want to boost your damage from the front by 50 and 70%. I don't know if it stacks, but it does a lot of damage. And then you want to follow it up by leveling Fire to Cross Impact. What it'll do is boost your damage, and then it'll also give you a power charge. So whenever you use your big hitters, which is Demolition and Infernal Dance, it has huge power multipliers, 340, 360, and Demolition has a 40% chance to ignore defense. So you're just doing anywhere between like 30 to 40,000 times 2 per hit. So you're doing 80,000 for just using this one fusion combo. And Pippitos at this level typically have like a level of HP cap of like 100k. So you're pretty much like one-shotting them. I think I can show it to you really quickly here.
Hey, look over here.
So let's try this again. Want to get in front of him. There we go. 23 and 24. I guess you can do more. You can definitely do more. See, there we go. We got a silver Nopon coin. I used to think the first time you kill a Pippito, you get 1 silver Nopon coin and that's it. But no, if you constantly keep killing them, it's a low chance. I believe a 1% chance to drop, but they drop gold and silver. There you go. Super simple, right? Okay, and for me, how they give you ultra pure gemstones as well. They don't drop quite as often, but they do drop. So again, it's just a bunch of great accessories. You can kill yourself here and basically just reset, but that's not the video I'm making today. I'm just showing you how to kill a Pipito. And that's pretty much it. You can do the same thing for a martial artist. If I change her over to something else like this, I can go to Tyon and I'll show you with a rank 1 martial artist. Okay, we're using, oh, for sorry, for the Seraph, her gems, I used boost damage cancel by 50% when you animation cancel, steady striker, and double strike. So that's shorten auto attack and then add 27% chance to strike twice, which is not needed, but it's definitely helpful. Okay, for you, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna use empowered combo, steady striker, double strike, and you're gonna go into the skills of ultimate Qui-Gog and fighting prowess, and then positioning pro. Positioning pro is needed, so you are going to need that one. This is, I believe, from either, is it Stalker? No, it's from Full Metal Jaguar. Okay, and then you can get into your arts, which is destructive charge into quick draw, detonating hit into demolition, and then focus with, no, I want, okay, well, I would rather have the sword fighter, but I don't have sword fighter rank 10 for Tyon. I'd rather have them use Shadow Eye. So for that bottom half, I'd rather have this one be Shadow Eye, where the energy grenade is, and then you can do that. You can basically, all you really need is just these two. Okay, you don't really need any of these bottom two here. What you'll do is you'll fusion art destructive charge into quick draw, and then you'll have enough to use raging force, and you basically just spam that. If you miss your fusion art for quick draw and destructive charge, I like to use focus to get my arts recharge back up quickly. And if I have Shadow Eye, I like to use it if I get too much aggro. I'll use Shadow Eye to like reduce my aggro by 2, which is super nice. But I don't have Shadow Eye on Tyon, so that's unfortunate. As for accessories, the same thing. You can have a thermal headgear, which is increasing critical rate by 15 percentage points. We want to give him, let's see, we'll give him a, what is it? Gust bracelet or gust something? There we go, gust bracelet, yep. And we'll go for a, where is that hat? There we go, the chaotic memory. So we'll do that. And we'll pretty much do the same thing. So where is Tyon? Here we go. We're gonna do the same thing for Tyon, except for it's just fusion art into one and then talent art. So it's a little bit more simpler. Okay, and then auto, animation cancel, boom. And it'll just take a little longer than a Seraph, but their arts recharge super quickly. So you see, it's already recharged and he's pretty much dead by then. If you're low level, you can pretty much spam the top fusion art, and then you can go into your specials, and within a few seconds you can have your arch will be recharged, because it's relatively quick. It's 11 seconds and 3 auto attack timer. So auto into that, animation into this, and does 65k. It does so much damage. Yep, it's very good. And you just farm them like that. So Pippitos are really easy as long as you have, you know, good accessory or high dexterity. And I can showcase the high dexterity as well. So give him a, remove the chaotic memory and put a dexterity, so 362 or 363, and we get the same results. If not, it might go faster because most of his hits are actually landing. Here you go. Auto, animation cancel into that. Does 66,000. It's so much damage, folks. And then that's it. you unsheath and you just repeat the process. But that's how you efficiently kill Pippitos. Like, if you guys have any questions, or if I haven't answered the process to the best of my abilities, or the question that you had I didn't answer it, please let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to either respond or post another video with like the accurate data. So again, that's it for this video. I appreciate everyone's time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.